Two young women, full of life and excitement, set off on what should have been the adventure of a lifetime in the heart of Central America. But what started as a dream trip to the beautiful mountains of Panama turned into a haunting mystery, one that has puzzled the world for nearly a decade. In March 2014, Kris Kremers, 21, and Lisanne Froon, 22, were excited to explore Panama, a country known for its stunning landscapes and vibrant culture. They had planned the trip meticulously, with a mix of sightseeing and volunteering at a local school in the small town of Boquete. This was supposed to be a life-changing experience for the Dutch students, who had only arrived in the country 2 weeks earlier. But something went terribly wrong. On April 1st, 2014, Kris and Lisanne decided to venture into the cloud forests of the Baru Volcano National Park. They were headed for the popular hiking trail known as El Pianista, a path known for its breathtaking views and lush greenery. The pair set off with high spirits, posting pictures of their adventure on social media, showing their excitement as they trekked through the wild. But that was the last time anyone would hear from them. Hours turned into days, and when the women didn't return, alarm bells began to ring. Their families in the Netherlands hadn't received any messages, and the host family they were staying with in Boquete reported them missing. A massive search operation was launched, involving local authorities, indigenous tribes, and even Dutch investigators who flew in, all hoping to find the young women alive. But as days passed, the search yielded nothing. No trace of Kris or Lisanne. Then came a breakthrough, or rather a deeply unsettling clue. Over a week after their disappearance, local authorities uncovered Kris and Lisanne's backpacks near a riverbank, far from the trail they had intended to hike. Inside the backpack were their belongings, including a digital camera and their phones. The data retrieved from their phones painted a terrifying picture. Starting just hours after their hike began, Kris and Lisanne had tried making several emergency calls to both Dutch and Panamanian emergency services. But due to poor reception deep in the jungle, not a single call went through. The first attempt was made just 4 hours into their hike, but the last one was logged 6 days later. Why had they stayed out there for so long? Even more eerie were the photos found on their camera. The early photos from April first show the girls smiling, seemingly enjoying their hike. But then, there's a sudden shift. Starting from the night of April 8th, a series of bizarre images appear. Over 90 flash photos were taken during the dead of night, showing nothing but darkness, trees, and rocks. Some images capture Kris's hair, or what seems like a pile of sticks arranged in a strange manner. It looked as if the girls were lost, disoriented, and possibly signaling for help. But why these photos? What were they trying to capture, or worse? Who were they trying to evade? 10 weeks after Kris and Lisanne vanished, the search took a gruesome turn. Deep in the jungle, fragments of human remains were found. Skeletal remains, believed to be Kris and Lisanne's, were scattered across a remote area far from their planned route. A pelvic bone belonging to Kris was found, bleached white, alongside a boot still containing Lisanne's foot. These findings left investigators baffled. How could their remains have ended up so far away and in such a state? As investigators delved deeper, more theories emerged, each one as chilling as the next. Some believe the girls simply got lost and succumbed to the harsh jungle environment. But others aren't so sure. How could two experienced hikers, who had been prepared with maps and food, end up so far off course? Could they have been stalked by someone? Or worse, did they encounter something sinister, or someone, while they were out in the wilderness? There are whispers of foul play, but no concrete evidence has ever emerged. The scattered remains and lack of clues left this case wide open to speculation. One of the most persistent theories is that Kris and Lisanne may have met someone who intended to harm them. Some point to the strange phone logs and the eerily precise arrangement of their photos as signs of manipulation. Perhaps they weren't alone in those last desperate moments. Others suggest they may have been the victims of an accident, but how the remains were found so far apart remains an unsettling puzzle. There's even speculation that someone tried to cover up what really happened. To this day, Kremers and Lisanne Froon's disappearance remains a haunting mystery. There are no clear answers, no final pieces of the puzzle to bring closure to their families or the public. Their fate has left a void, one filled with speculation, theories, and chilling unknowns. Was it an accident or something far more sinister? The mountains of Panama hold their secrets close, and perhaps we may never know what really happened to these two adventurous souls who ventured into the wild and never returned. As the world continues to speculate on this haunting case, we're left with one enduring truth. The story of Kris and Lisanne is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change, how an adventure can turn into a nightmare, and how some mysteries may never be solved. But the memory of Kremers and Lisanne Froon lives on, not just as a mystery, but as a symbol of the unknowns we all face when we step into the wilderness. What do you think really happened? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and if you're captivated by the world's unsolved mysteries, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more chilling stories.